What's up guys, Mark from Beyond the Real here, and today I'm going to talk about The House of Wax that came out in I believe 2005. I don't get the hate. You know, there's a lot of people who hate the movie and I don't understand why. It's a basic horror film where there's teenagers and they're going to a football game and stuff happens to where they have to camp out and creepy stuff starts happening. But I don't understand, this movie, yeah, I get, it has some actors and actresses that aren't as strong, but, I believe some of the hate is for Paris Hilton, where, Paris Hilton, I don't think she was that bad of, an actress in the film, because she wasn't even, honestly, she wasn't even in it as much, and she did her part and she was gone. And I really think she had one of the coolest death scenes in the film. I thought it was cool the way Vincent threw the stick straight through her head, and then you see the angle where he pulls it out, and it's like, man, that's freaking awesome. I love that, how the makeup team did that. That was pretty cool. And I mean, there's not much to go off, where you can really hate the film. It's simple. It's, they find a museum, the House of Wax, and it's really cool to see, a House of Wax that's just, it's not celebrities, because normally when we go to a House of Wax, that's what we see is celebrities. But in here, we're actually seeing, real people that had been turned into wax. The villain of this film is Brian Van Holt. He plays Bo in Vincent, and I actually thought, he was a pretty intimidating villain. He had to play both, and it was cool. He was the one who was waxing everybody, which was Vincent, and then Bo, which I believe, at the beginning of the film, you actually got to see that they were twins, and Bo is actually the bad twin, and Vincent, I don't know if he's the bad one. I don't know if they gave him away. I didn't catch that in the film. But there's also a third brother, where I believe at the beginning of the film you see the good one, which is actually the third brother, not Vincent or Bo, which I thought that was cool, a little reveal at the end. I thought it was just fun to see that. But the strongest actor and actress was Alicia Cuthbert and also Chad Michael Murray. Both of them, it kind of seemed like they were more of how, I don't know if it was the chemistry that was off or something like that, but it seemed like more they were boyfriend and girlfriend. I know they were also twins within the film, but it felt like more they were boyfriend and girlfriend more than Jared from Supernatural. It felt more, her and Jared, Carly and Jared felt like they were more, brother and sister than Chad Michael did. And I thought that was kind of weird, but nevertheless, Jared did his part. He wasn't in the film as long. He was probably maybe the first half of the film, and then he was just gone. He was one of the first victims that were actually made into wax, and I just thought that was pretty cool. And Chad Michael Murray, he was really the MVP in my opinion in this film. He held it down. And I know mostly everybody died within the film, and Carly and Chad Michael Murray's character's name is Nick. They survived. They went through Bo's house. I actually like that whole sequence where they're just in the house sneaking around. I just love those kind of scenes where it's just dark rooms and they're just trying to sneak around, the villain trying to get trying to make their way around. And yeah, it was awesome. I really like the film. I really don't get the hate within this film. There's nothing really bad. I mean, if you want to, maybe a negative within the film is just a couple of bad, acting scenes maybe. But like I said, Carly and Nick, they are the central focus of this film, and they really go at it. And they take, at the end when they're taking on Bo and Vincent, it's twin versus twins. It's pretty cool just to see that. And then also whenever they're in the wax museum, when it's falling down, they're going up, they go up the stairs, and I believe Vincent, yeah, he's cutting through the door, the wax door, and he cuts through a crib with babies, which were both basically representing Bo and Vincent, how they were separated. And you see him cut straight through, showing Vincent, showing Bo. I thought that it was cool to see that. I don't know if any of you guys thought that was cool, but this film, you know, it wasn't as bad. It's better than most horror films. I really don't get the hate within this film. Nick, like I said, Nick and Jonas, they are the central focus of this film, and they got through it, and it was a fun film. You know, there's not as many horror films I would probably say I had fun with, but this one, you know, I can go back and actually look at it. And I haven't seen this movie in a long time, but when I went back and I actually saw it, like, man, this is actually, it's not bad. And if you guys actually hate it because, you know, Paris Hilton was in the film, she didn't do as much as you think, and it wasn't as bad. So yeah, guys, that's my review. I would actually, you know, I would actually recommend this film to people just to watch as a horror film, and because it's not as bad as you think. But yeah, guys, that's my review for House of Wax, the 2005 version. Come back and check back for more.